How did spring camp go up in Kamloops there over the last weekend?
No, I mean, I think for the better part of the weekend, we saw, six, 8 to 8 very good hockey games and a lot of high end skill. I mean, the speed was good. The puck movement was fantastic from, a jamboree style camp where you kind of just throw teams together. And, for the 80 players that were there, we were very impressed with the effort and the skill level. The speed was the main thing, and just the ability I mean, the games were tight. You didn't have really one big blowout. I thought the most offensively deep team on paper didn't explode till the final game on Sunday morning. But no, I mean, the parity was very good, and the skill level was very high. And for our staff, it was very exciting to see.
What are you, as a coach, looking for in a camp like this? Because this is an identification camp. These are younger players, 2000s and youngers. What are you looking, maybe not necessarily for 17, 18? What are you looking for out of the 80 plus players that were there last weekend?
Well, exactly, and like you said, it's an identification camp, and you're looking for players to come in and play their game, not try to do anything too outside of the norm. Obviously, it's you look at skating and size and physicality and puck awareness, and basically the sense is the biggest thing with how they manage to play away from the puck, and who can, the wow factors obviously there of who can, has a very good chance at coming in and cracking our lineup this season. But also for the younger players, I mean, we had some older guys up to 98s all the way down to some 2002s who recently got drafted, and just trying to get their name out there as well. So it's a wide variety, and you're really looking for just who can skate and think you can play at in your program for maybe not this year but a year down the road. And I mean, obviously a lot of these guys are in their first year where they're eligible for junior, and they want to give themselves an opportunity to attend a main camp and get their name out there and maybe get a game in, or definitely an affiliate opportunity. So I mean, we're looking for players who can not only play this year but can affiliate with us, and down the road continue to keep in touch with a lot of guys, and hopefully, at the end of the day, in their process of choosing junior teams, that they choose here in Powell River.
Talk us through the rest of the offseason here. On paper, looks like the team's looking for a goaltender, some help up front with the departure of guys like Tristan Mullen and Kyle Betts, but a lot of returning pieces as well. I mean, you've got Jack Long and Andy Stevens entering their third season in the BCHL. You've got Johnny Evans and Carter Turnbull returning after strong offensive outputs last year. What is the focus heading into 2017-18 in terms of filling the holes from the guys who are college bound and the guys who are aging out as well?
Definitely. I mean, I think it's very tough to replace 80 goals up front, but I mean, that's kind of the challenges of junior hockey, and you look forward to it. And we've had some good prospects come to our camp that'll be given a good opportunity here to come in and make our team. And I think recruiting's been going pretty well. On a side note, from the main camp, or from the spring camp, don't want to take anything away from those guys, but no, we've been recruiting pretty heavily, and some news to come hopefully down the road here. But it's exciting. Obviously, it's the challenges of being a coach, and you're doing something right when you're progressing guys on, not just aging out, but also to college, getting going early. I mean, you see a lot of guys leave our program about 18, 19, and they go in and they're ready and they contribute. Obviously, the success of Jared Lukasavicius this year, and a guy who came here and played 2 years at 18 and 19, and went in a freshman and kind of battled to get in the lineup, and then this year it just exploded and really took off with Denver. So no, it's exciting. Obviously, losing guys hurts every year, and you hope some guys would stick around maybe a year longer just to prolong the experience for them. But you mentioned guys coming back. I mean, obviously Johnny Evans had a tremendous year, and I think he was top 5 in league scoring, and he'll be counted on pretty heavily. But also Carter Turnbull, I think he may have had seem like a down year to fans, but he still finished with over 20 goals. So I mean, and for the both of them to know that this is their last year junior, obviously Johnny being 20, but both securing scholarships this past season, a great accomplishment. So obviously, they'll be looked onto to provide offense, but also be good role models for our younger players. And I think that's the biggest thing, is we have a good core group of guys coming back that know what to expect day in and day out, and be able to step up and show the younger guys. And I mean, you mentioned our back end of Andy Stevens and Jack Long coming back.
And others as well.
No, for sure. And obviously, the addition of Carmine Buono when he came back last year really solidified our back end. And, there's a guy who's been to the next level. And, Again, kind of leadership. I mean, he was at our spring camp this weekend with his brother trying out and, helped out coaching a few of the games. But no, I mean, there's plenty of good players coming back, and we're excited. Again, it's going to be a pretty. I think last year we were a little young on the back end until about Christmas time, and this year we feel we returned quite a few guys. I'm going to add in, one or two very good young defensemen who can come in and contribute right away. So it's definitely exciting, and the challenge of replacing goals and key people and character guys. It's part of the business, and it's exciting. It's obviously the off season. Everyone thinks it's the downtime where you can go golfing and fishing, but no, I mean the phone never stops buzzing. So it's always work, and it's always exciting, especially when you get your first player commitment.